my dears, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Pamela and I put out beauty related videos like once or twice a week. So today's video is going to be all on my current favorites. And the cool thing about this month's current favorites is all of these products are not new in my collection at all. Like, there are products that have been existing in my collection that have just been kind of pushed aside a little bit, and then recently I've been doing a shop my stash like on my own. Like, I don't think I have enough products to really film a shop my stash every week or every month, I should say, like most people do, because I don't really have that much. Like, I want to say I have like maybe 3 or 4 foundations in my collection, and then like a couple of primers here and there, and blah 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 blah. So I've just been sort of rotating them. Like, every day I switch up my foundation, every day I switch up my primers, but these products in particular are just ones that I feel like I want to use that now. Like, you know, I just gravitate towards them a little bit more, especially since we are transitioning from more of like, you know, winter to like spring here, and these products just make me look, you know, well, glowy and radiant and just absolutely stunning. Love them so much that I feel the need to share them with you. So no more babbling, let's just do this. Let's get right into it. Yes. So I am going to talk about these products in the order in which I apply them. The first one being my primer, and I have been obsessed with this primer, you guys. This is the BECCA, what are you called? The Backlight priming filter. I know that they have a purple one and then they have this like champagne colored one. I don't know what the difference is, so if you do, like, educate me and let me know. Or if you use a purple one, let me know what it does to your skin versus this one. Like I said, I don't know what the difference is, but I like this one. This one in the like champagne frosted glass or whatever. And this was something that I actually won in a giveaway back during Christmas time, and I've got to say that this is one of the nicest primers I think I've ever used. Now, it doesn't do anything for hydration, and I have very, very dry skin, so I do moisturize heavily before I put anything on my face, to be honest. So I will note that. And then it doesn't really do much for your pores, and so I do like using, it's a hard candy like pore filling stick or whatever. It's like the coconut one, and I really, really like that for like my T-zone and stuff like that. So I've been loving that combo so much. But this is just so beautiful on the skin. I love wearing this under my makeup and on no like makeup days. Like, there are mornings where I have to take my husband to work, and what I'll do is I'll just moisturize my face and put this guy on top of that, and I'll just walk out of the house, and I love the way that my skin looks. Like, I'll look at myself in that car mirror, because that's like, you know, the real mirror or whatever, and I notice that my skin looks so beautiful. Like, with my flaws and imperfections and all, like, my skin will just look absolutely stunning and radiant and like hydrated with this guy on, and I love it. It's like one of the only high-end primers I've ever tried. The only other one I've tried is like that primerizer or whatever, and that's really good too, but it doesn't give you that glow from within that this guy does. Overall, love it. I think it looks absolutely stunning on almost every foundation that I own, and I don't own very many, but this looks really, really good. Okay, moving right along, the next product I want to talk about is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Oil-Free Matte Poreless Finish Full Coverage Cream Anti-Aging Hydrating Serum. This is... why do all IT Cosmetics products have like the longest names ever? It's just a matte CC cream. This is the matte version of their original, and I gotta say, I haven't tried the original in a hot minute. It's been like a few years since I've purchased the original, and that was like my ride or die foundation for the longest time, even though I know it's a CC cream, okay, but I used it as a foundation. But this, I think I like just a little bit better, only because this isn't overly hydrating like their original one, which I'm all for because I have dry skin. However, this one just seems to last on the skin a little bit longer than their original, which I love. I'm one of those people that never touches up their makeup. Like, I like to put on my makeup and I will literally not touch it or like look at it or care about it for the rest of the day. It doesn't even matter if it's breaking apart on me. Like, I just won't touch it. I don't know. That's me. That's who I am. But this always surprises me because it just looks so nice at the end of the day, and I'm going to try my hardest to insert a clip. Okay, so the current time is 7:37, and check out this brownie. Oh yeah. Here is what the foundation is looking like, and everything looks really good. I do have just slight separation right there from my glasses, but that's very, very normal. Happens to me with everything. Everything still looks really good. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at what roughly about 8 hours looks like. I've been wearing this since about 11 a.m. So yeah, still looks really good. It's good foundation. Good foundation. Of me at the end of the day wearing this. I've been wearing it for now maybe roughly like an hour or two, and it's just so beautiful. Like, it keeps you looking like, it keeps the oils away, but it doesn't dry you out. Like, I don't feel dry. I actually lightly set this foundation today, not very much, just because it is a matte foundation or whatever, but it doesn't feel overly sticky. It doesn't feel like you're wearing much on your face. It's just so nice and lightweight. And like I said, the longevity is like totally a plus for me, especially since the original one didn't used to last on me very long, but this just looks really, really pretty. And it also isn't fully matte. I feel like you'll see it in the demo that when I've freshly applied this, like, it still makes my skin look like skin. Like, it's not just a flat matte like CC cream or whatever. Like, this still has sort of like a very small like sheen to it. And it could be this primer, because these two, I've been wearing these two a lot together, and these two are like a match made in heaven, you guys. Like, this is like what my face has been lately. And now it could be that this primer is giving it that glow, but it still just looks so beautiful on the skin. Like, I'll be honest, I don't think I've tried it. Have I tried it? I'm sure I've tried it with other I'm sure I've tried this with other primers, and I just didn't really care for it. I think that it was also because I was applying it with a brush and it just looks so heavy. So this little trio here, you know, applying this foundation with this, you know, primer and using a sponge just makes my skin look so nice. Like, it gives me that coverage that I'm looking for, which isn't full coverage, but it just evens out my skin tone, makes me look good, lasts all day. I don't get shiny or oily like in this area. Sometimes I do get a little bit of shininess in the forehead or whatever, but I think it just looks so pretty. Now, as far as the poreless aspect of it, I don't really see it. As you could see, I have a little bit of texture going on right here in the cheeks. I'm not very like picky about things like that. I just like my skin to look pretty is all. It doesn't need to look flawless, because let's face it, nobody is flawless, but I do notice just a little bit of texture right there or in this area, but nothing major, nothing that's gonna like prevent me from recommending it or even continuing using. Next up is a highlighter, because I can't ever do one of these favorites without a highlighter. And this is a highlighter that I never use on camera. I always use it off camera, and I love to just use this on like natural days or days where I just wear my primer or whatever, and I just want a little bit of like glow like right in this area. And as you can see, that looks beautiful. It's a very soft and subtle glow. It's not like a blinding glow, but sometimes I like soft and subtle versus that super blinding, because for everyday wear, like, I just want my skin to look radiant and healthy. And the product I'm talking about is this another BECCA product. BECCA has really good products, and I should really invest in some of these things. So if you like other BECCA things, like, again, comment down below, let a girl know. But this is the BECCA Shimmering Skin Perfector Spotlight, and this is in the shade Champagne Pop. Their regular like pressed powder highlight in Champagne Pop is one of my favorites, like everybody else in the world, but it is a very beautiful highlight. However, I think I like this a little bit more, just because this is, like I said, a little bit more subtle and a little bit more everyday, like appropriate. And girl, if you want to highlight to the heavens every single day, like, go for it. But for me, this is a little bit more my speed for everyday use, because there are some days where I will literally just not wear anything at all. Like I said, just this guy and that's it. But this is beautiful, and it blends out over powder on the skin any which way insanely well. Like, it just always looks so pretty. And as you can see, it's not glittery or like shimmery. It's just a beautiful glow from within look, and I love that for every day. Definitely become one of my favorite highlights. Like I said, I love the pressed version, and I'm sure if you put this and the pressed version like on top, it's just gonna be like, woo, like they will see you from space and all. But for me, like, I like to use them separately. Like on days where I want a more blinding highlight, I'll use the pressed powdered one, but on like days like today where I have more of this natural glow like look or whatever, I love using this. Next up, I have a couple of blushes in here that I really want to talk about, and these are OFRA blushes. Not all of them, just this one, and this one are OFRA blushes. And man, OFRA has a really good formula when it comes to blushes. I know everybody loves their highlighters, but their blushes are really good. One of these I believe I got in an Ipsy bag a while back, and then two I actually won in a giveaway that came with this primer, and that is this mauve tone color and this orange color. I will say the only con is that they don't put the names on the back of their blushes, so once you throw away the packaging, and if you're somebody like me who just kind of threw it away and didn't even care to like check, you won't know the names of your blushes. But my favorite ones right now are this like mauve tone here that has like a little bit of a sheen to it. It looks sparkly in the pan, but it's not on the cheeks, which is really, really nice. And then this like matte orange color, which looks intimidating. I mean, they both look extremely intimidating, but they are gorgeous. And I've swatched them here, and I'm just going to blend them out a little bit so that you could see what it's going to look like. I mean, I've got the orange one all over my face today, and I do have the orange one on my eyelids. I sort of did like a monochromatic look today, and as you could see, those are so beautiful. Like the sheen in this one is not glittery whatsoever. It just looks like your skin is like, again, hydrated. Like it's just makes your skin look so beautiful. And if you're somebody like me who has like a very like medium skin tone or whatever, you're gonna absolutely love these blushes on your face. Like they're so like crazy in color, but they just look so pretty. Like that orange blush on my cheeks, I think just looks absolutely stunning. Like I love wearing it. I've been wearing that orange blush a lot. Most of my videos, like I don't know if you've been able to tell that it's an orange blush, but it just looks so pretty. And their formula lasts all day long. Like it's not one of those blushes that's gonna fade. Like I just apply it one time, and then this has been my skin for about 2 hours now, and it's still there. Like it'll be there until I take it off later tonight. So loving the OFRA blushes. The only con, like I said, is I wish they would stick a sticker with the name on the back of them, because I hope I can find the shade names for these guys, because they're just so beautiful. Okay, and the last two products are definitely newer to my collection, and I can already tell you that I'm not a big fan. I mean, one is okay, and the other one is just something that I know I will not recommend and that I would never like repurchase ever again. Those are the new repackaged Wet n Wild mascaras or whatever. They repackaged both of these, I believe. This is the Mega Length, which used to come in a very dark purple tube, and I used to love that mascara. I loved it for, you know, every day or whatever, on the top lashes, lower lashes, everything. I will say that this isn't as good as like my Essence one anymore. Like once I use the Essence, it blew everything out of the water. Like this is my hands down like ride or die favorite mascara, and I wish I would have just gone to Ulta and repurchased this than to just pick these two up at Target or whatever. Like I just love that mascara so much that nothing else compares to that anymore, in my opinion. But I picked this up because I remembered liking this, and I remembered I used to use it a lot, and I loved it for the top lashes and the lower lashes. And then for the longest time I just used it for the lower lash line, and I will say that in the lower lash line I absolutely love it, because this is more of a like drier formula. Like it's not as wet. It's got a little bit more dryness to it, but it's not gonna flake or, you know, smudge or anything like that. And I also like that because it feels a little bit stickier when you're applying it to the lower lashes. You don't get like a ton of smudging like right in that lash line, like how most people do when they're like applying their lower lash mascara. So I don't notice that with this. It wears really, really nicely throughout the day. So for the lower lash line, it's nice, it's good. I'll be able to use this in the lower lashes until, you know, I run out. So I'm not mad about this purchase. It's just not as good as I remembered, if you get my drift. Now the other one is their Mega Volume Mascara, and I don't like this at all. Like the wand is okay. Like the wand is a little bit bigger than my Essence one. I'll show you a comparison here. Like it's just a tiny bit wider, not too much wider, so I thought I would like it. Plus I, you know, want more volume in my top lashes, of course, but I do like a little bit more length as well, and this does both, so I like that one more. I like this more. This is not that good. This is okay for every day. Like if I'm just not doing anything on my eyes, like if I don't have like liner on and no eyeshadow and just like want to put on a little bit of mascara, like it looks okay in that sense. But if I've got eyeliner like I do today, like, and I apply this, you will not see my eyelashes. Like I like it when my eyelashes are a little bit more, you know, a little bit more curled up, and I don't necessarily ever curl my lashes because they don't need a curl, especially when I use this mascara, but this just kind of like weighs them down a little bit. It doesn't give them the length, and I know it's a volumizing mascara, so it's not going to do anything for length, but I just like both. both, okay? I like both length and volume. And this gives it to me and this doesn't. So never repurchasing this one again. I'll probably just end up using it on like, you know, natural everyday like makeup looks, but I don't care for it. I don't recommend it to you. So yeah. That's all I got to say about that. And that's all I've got for you guys today, so hopefully you enjoyed a couple of my favorites here. And I love that a majority of these favorites were things that were already in my collection. Like, it's just so much fun when you discover the things that you already have, in my opinion. Like, I get it, it's always exciting to buy new things, but at the same time, when you're like, have I used you in a long time? Do I like you? Do I not like you? Like, for me, that's always so much fun, especially like when you've got enough product to like, you know, experiment and test things out and see how things look on you. Like, it's always just so much fun for me. So that's why I loved that this month, like, all of my favorites were things that had already been existing in my life. So that's always cool, right? So yeah, if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and spread my love for makeup, and I will see you guys hopefully sometime later this week. Mwah! Bye-bye!